Welcome to the latest edition of our Seafood News Weekly Roundup show, brought to you by Urner Barry's new compliance guide for selling seafood in the United States. I'm Urner Barry and SeafoodNews.com editor Michael Ramsing, and it is officially the Lenten season, a boom time for the fish sales in the U.S. market. We have a packed show today with a lot of company news in the mix, but we want to start today's headline news with a recap of the relaunch of Urner Barry's Seafood Import Workshop series. On Tuesday, February 28th, we hosted 18 seafood industry professionals here at our headquarters in Toms River, New Jersey, for an intensive day-long seafood compliance workshop. Our guests heard from an expert panel including Scott Zimmerman of Safe Quality Seafood Associates, Corey Norton from the law firm of Trade Pacific, Jonathan Lieberman from New York Customs Brokers, and Michael Lieberman from Foe & Son. Attendees learned about the latest seafood compliance standards currently required by the FDA, Customs, and at NIFS. Topics included handling audit fatigue, preparing for new federal import requirements, and ensuring your business from new risks. Guests were treated to lunch and received a copy of Urner Barry's new compliance guide. Look for future workshops in other major markets across the country this year. In other news, Walmart has become the latest retailer to align its seafood procurement policies in support of the Global Seafood Sustainability Initiative. Walmart is the world's largest retailer and the second major retailer after Kroger grocery stores to back the GSSI policy. Meanwhile, Stavis Seafoods is opening an additional 40,000 square foot warehouse facility just north of Boston in Peabody, Massachusetts, which will be the company's primary home for its frozen seafood products. The facility will open on March 6th and allow Stavis to store most of its frozen inventory under one roof, which the company says will improve order fulfillment and warehouse efficiency. Finally, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Sean O'Scanlan, the CEO of Fortune Fish and Gourmet in Bensenville, Illinois, was critical of the Trump administration's proposed border adjustment tax. The plan would tax imports and exempt exports as part of a plan to encourage companies to locate or keep jobs in production in the U.S. market. O'Scanlan warns that industries that rely on imported raw materials, like the seafood business, will have to raise their prices on consumers in order to offset higher taxes on imports to the U.S. Remember, you can read all of these stories and get premium seafood market information with a subscription to Urner Barry's Comtel. As for today's top story, we have more bad news for the snow crab industry. On Monday, a federal snow crab stock assessment from Canadian biologists reported poor results for the commercially important Fishery Area 6 in Newfoundland. According to the survey, the fishable biomass of the crab fell 40% between 2015 and 2016, and that same figure is now down 80% since 2013. Expectations were for Newfoundland snow crab catch to fall as much as 10% for the coming season. Any additional catch declines would further cripple global snow crab inventories that are already struggling. As we reported on this program before, Alaska's Bering Sea snow crab harvest was cut 50% and was the lowest in the last 40 years. And that's it for today's program, which is brought to you by Urner Barry's new compliance guide for selling seafood in the United States. We teamed up with Scott Zimmerman, the founder and CEO of Safe Quality Seafood Associates, to develop an essential guide designed to keep industry professionals on top of federal regulations that directly impact the importation and sale of seafood in the U.S. market. This guide includes the latest changes to FDA regulatory policy from the Food Safety Modernization Act, strategies on how to write seafood hazard plans, techniques to avoid product detentions, and highlights how to avoid audit fatigue and write corrective action plans. Keep compliant today and get your copy by calling us at 732-240-5330 or visit shop.urnerbarry.com. As always, tell us how we're doing on Twitter by tweeting at us at SeafoodComNews and at UB Seafood, and you can like Urner Barry and Seafood News on Facebook to learn more about what we're up to. For Urner Barry and Seafood News, I'm Michael Ramsing. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all back here next week.